Today, I'll explore the stages of moral reasoning and how they shape ethical judgment. We'll look at the way individuals and organizations develop their understanding of right and wrong, especially in business environments where decisions can affect employees, customers, partners, and the broader community. Ethical judgment matters because it influences not only what decisions are made, but also how trust, responsibility, and accountability are built over time. By understanding these stages, we can better recognize the reasoning behind ethical choices and the challenges organizations face when values are put into practice. Every business decision carries an ethical dimension, whether it involves employee treatment, customer impact, or responsibilities to other stakeholders. Moral reasoning helps leaders recognize those dimensions before acting, rather than treating ethics as an afterthought. It allows them to anticipate risks before they grow into crises, build a culture grounded in integrity, and respond thoughtfully when financial goals conflict with organizational principles. In practice, this means asking not only what can we do, but also what should we do and who could be affected? Lawrence Kohlberg's theory provides a foundation for understanding how moral reasoning develops. He proposed that people move through predictable, sequential stages, organized into three broader levels. As individuals progress, their understanding of ethics becomes more sophisticated, shifting from basic views of rules and consequences toward a deeper awareness of social responsibility. The theory focuses not simply on what decisions someone makes, but on the reasoning behind it. This framework is a cornerstone of modern business ethics education, helping us examine how ethical judgment develops over time. This slide presents three levels of moral development. At the pre-conventional level, decisions are shaped mainly by personal consequences, such as rewards, punishment, or self-interest. At the conventional level, people look to social expectations, rules, laws, and loyalty to guide their behavior. The post-conventional level is based on universal principles, including justice, human rights, and the greater good. Most adults operate within the conventional level, while fewer consistently apply post-conventional reasoning, especially in their professional decisions. These levels describe different ways people understand and justify what is right. Level 1 describes pre-conventional reasoning, where ethical decisions are shaped primarily by personal consequences rather than broader principles. In Stage 1, obedience and punishment, a person asks, "Will this get me in trouble?" In Stage 2, self-interest, the question becomes, "What's in it for me?" Consider an employee who avoids falsifying an expense report only because they fear being caught. That behavior may look compliant, but it doesn't reflect an understanding that falsifying records is wrong. Organizations that rely only on punishment are appealing to this most basic level of ethical reasoning. This slide covers conventional reasoning, where people judge behavior by social expectations, rules, and authority rather than by questioning the system itself. At Stage 3, the focus is on good interpersonal relationships, gaining approval, fitting in, and being seen as a good person. At Stage 4, the emphasis shifts to law and order, with a strong sense of duty to follow rules and maintain stability. In business, a manager may follow company policy even when it leads to a poor outcome, because, as the saying goes, rules are rules. At Level 3, or post-conventional reasoning, people evaluate morality beyond simple obedience to rules or expectations. Stage 5, social contract reasoning, recognizes that laws or agreements created to serve society, and that unjust laws can and should be changed. Individual rights and democratic values become central. Stage 6 goes further, guiding decisions through universal principles such as justice, dignity, and equality, even when those principles conflict with existing laws. This level is rare, but it represents the gold standard for ethical leadership in business contexts. Sharon Watkins' actions illustrate what post-conventional moral reasoning looks like in practice. When she exposed the accounting fraud at Enron, she challenged organizational pressure, hierarchy, and the personal risks that came with speaking up. Her decision was not based simply on following company rules or conforming to the surrounding culture. It was guided by broader principles of honesty and fairness. Doing what is right, even when the system points in another direction, is a defining feature of post-conventional reasoning in a high-stakes business setting. This slide presents 6 stages of moral reasoning, moving from externally imposed consequences toward internally held principles. The central progression is from avoiding punishment to acting from universal ethics. First come obedience and self-interest, where decisions focus on fear, reward, or personal benefit. Next, social conformity and law and order emphasize approval, rules, authority, and stability. The final 2 stages broaden perspective. Social contract reasoning respects rights and supports reform, while universal principles guide action through deeply internalized ethics, even when rules or consequences point in another direction. The quality of a business decision often depends on the quality of the questions asked before it. A manager reasoning at the pre-conventional level may focus on personal risk. At the conventional level, the focus shifts to policies and expectations. Post-conventional reasoning asks what is genuinely right, even when the answer goes beyond minimum compliance. When organizations encourage this deeper level of reflection, employees are more prepared to recognize ethical challenges, discuss them openly, and make decisions that strengthen a resilient ethical culture. To close, 3 ideas stand out. Moral development is sequential. People move through stages in order, while workplace environments can either support or stall that growth. Culture shapes reasoning when integrity is rewarded and dissent is tolerated. Ultimately, higher reasoning supports stakeholder protection, trust, and durable value.